Well, howdy folks, welcome back. So you can see I made a purchase. I've been wanting a Kubota or John Deere or another sort of a small subcompact tractor with some attachments and stuff, and if you search hard enough you can find deals, and I found a deal that I could not pass up, so I jumped. I got all these extra implements with the tractor for an unrealistic price in my mind. I think it's one of the better purchases that I've done. I've used this thing quite a bit. I bought this thing with 260 hours on it. So it's a 2018 Kubota BX23S. It had, like I said, 260 hours on it. It came with everything you see on it. The only additions I did to it is I put some hooks on it on the bucket and on the rear bucket, and I also added wheel spacers. But otherwise, everything here is as it came, or I bought. I've been searching for 2-3 years trying to find that deal, and they're out there. Just be patient and you can find it. So let me walk you around to all the implements and everything that's here. All right, so to give you a little bit better of a close-up of what the Kubota here is, like I said, it is the BX23S, and it has the loader, the LA340. I don't remember what backhoe is on it, but it's the one that standardly comes with it. You can see the wheel weights down there. Like I said, I did add spacers to the rear wheels, and I recommend it for anybody out there. I have my hearing protection there too. I don't know if you guys ever used the 3M work tunes. I love them things. I've recently found out they make one now that you can actually talk on the phone while you're running equipment. I don't know how well it works, but I just recently found that out, so I'm going to purchase them soon. So one of the extra things that did come with on it is it came with the extra thumb. Now it is the mechanical version. Some of the hydraulics and other places out there, Land Pride, also sell the hydraulic kit to do the hydraulic thumb on the back of it, and also the third function for the front. That is something I am looking into, and I'm going to probably make it usable for front and rear. Maybe not at the same time, I'm not sure exactly, but that is definitely a plus feature on this. And there you go, you can see all the tractor. You can tell it's in excellent shape. I actually, whenever I went out to look at this, I was really shocked on how well the machine was kept. It's very clean. Like I said, it's very low hours. Here you get a shot of the dash, kind of. Low hours on it. It's been serviced its whole life. I have the whole service records and everything on it. One thing I did miss is, and it's kind of hard to see, right there is the hook that I added on the back bucket as well, just for helping lifting and everything. So like I said, there's not a whole lot of things that I did to this machine, and up there you can see I added 3 hooks across the front there too as well, and I used spacer blocks to get it up off so it wouldn't be stuck down on the bucket a little bit there. I've used them hooks I can't even tell you how many times. There's a good shot of the front. You know, the bucket looks like it's been sitting for a little bit, you know, outside. I am very against leaving equipment sit outside, so everything I have is I try to keep it under the roof the best I can. So anyway, let's talk about these implements. Excuse the noise, I am outside. There's a lot of cars, pretty warm day, they want to run up and down the road here. So this is a Land Pride tiller. I've only used this once, maybe twice so far, and my goodness, I'll never run a regular tiller again, a hand tiller. This is the way to go. And that's one of the things I was looking at whenever I was looking for a subcompact tractor. I wasn't looking for all these attachments. This is one of the ones that I did want though. They are super nice, and you can put almost anything on these Kubotas and the John Deeres and Hendras and all them other ones out there, Yanmar. I actually almost considered a Yanmar brand new, but I just couldn't pass this deal up I got on that. One of the things I did make for this is this stand here. So mine didn't come with a stand, my uncle's did, and so I made one to fit mine, and that is so nice to keep that thing upright like it is. And the other part of the PTO shaft there, the drive shaft there, is in the shed, so don't think it's not there or missing or something. But so the other thing I got was a box scraper, and I think this is a Land Pride too. Yeah, it's a Land Pride too. All the implements are Land Pride except for the like the dozer blade or the back blade. These box scrapers, if you have a gravel driveway or you're trying to loosen up nice fresh dirt and level it out, these things are absolutely wonderful. So what I like to do is use the tiller over there, bust all that dirt up, get that top layer of dirt. You can level out a yard, a property, anything rather quick. Take this box scraper over top of it. Sometimes you don't need the tiller, but you take this box scraper over top of it, man, you can make that thing beautiful, and then throw your grass seed in. So the next implement was the back scraper blade. This is looks like it's Befco. I've only used it a few times. I used it to level out gravel and some other little things that was fresh. It works great. I used it to level out a dirt pad as well. I think each implement has their own perk. Keep that in mind whenever you're looking for implements as well. The box scraper works great on gravel and some dirt. This works great for like plowing and dozing. At least my opinion. Others may say different, but I like all the implements so far. Now here's one, and this is a land prod as well. I have not used this implement yet. This thing is brand new. It came with it. I'm not going to turn it down, obviously, but you can see, I don't know if it was ever even used. Well, there is a little bit of scraping on there, so it may have been used once. I do have a couple of projects coming up that is going to require me to use a postal digger, so I'm going to obviously keep it because I considered selling it at one time, but I changed my mind. So there's kind of the overview of all the implements in the new toy slash tool for the shop here. All right guys, so you know, you see the new toy slash tool for the shop that I had recently purchased, and I kind of wanted to talk about some other things here. You know, this year has been an extremely difficult year for me to get anything done around the house and get other things done. A lot of life changes this year happened, and it's been really difficult and hard to get some things taken care of and done the way you wanted to. And then towards the beginning of the year, we noticed a sinkhole starting over at the driveway where the pipe goes under, and what happened is it's an old metal corrugated pipe. Well, it gave way. Ironically, it was kind of interesting that that happened right around the same time that I just bought this. So now I had the tool to do the job, which actually in that job itself was a major plus. So what I ended up doing is that pipe it was in there was roughly 4.5 foot deep. There was some concrete tile, then it was metal corrugated, and then it was some plastic. It was just all mixed and matched, and it was just a big mess. So what I ended up doing is digging the whole thing out, and I do have some pictures that I'm going to include in the little slideshow here. So we ended up digging it out, replaced it with black double wall, you know, corrugated plastic piping, and I ended up extending it up the creek a little bit, and I'm going to walk you down and show you that here in a second. And then the other thing that happened was I have a pool, in-ground pool. The liner is super old. Put it this way, it was put in before I bought the house. I bought the house in 2007. I moved here in 2002. So it's over 20 some years old that I've been here, you know. So I've been putting it off. Well, the liner's starting to pull away and stuff, so it needed to be replaced. So took and measured everything up. We ordered the liner, and let me tell you, liners are not cheap. It was over $3,000 for that liner, and then the steps were fiberglass. We bought the restore kit for that, and we did all that. So I'm gonna also include some pictures of that here and a few too as well. Well, then after that, my little truck that I drive around, it's a Chevy Colorado. It's been in some videos before. It's known for rot. Yeah, I mean, the Colorados are bad for that. So now I had to work on that. So I ended up replacing the bed, had to do some work on the bed that I got from the junkyard. I got a new tailgate, I had to get a new bumper, had to replace the rockers and the cab corners, and also had to do the rear door, the bottom lip of it. So that took me with working, and work travel has been a little bit crazy this year. Towards the beginning of the year, it's kind of slowed off a little right now, which has been kind of nice, but it is nice to travel in one way too. Well, it took me forever to get my truck completed. So as of today, and it's August, almost the end of August in 2024, my truck is still sitting down there without inspection on it because it's just finished up. So I have it scheduled for Monday. The plan is to get that in. So with that said, guys, let me walk you down to the creek and I'll show you the new pipe and everything that was put in and how that was done. All right, so I wanted to show you the truck. So this is the Colorado, and you can tell that I did a lot of work to it. So that's the bumper that I got from the junkyard. There's the tailgate. The tailgate actually was really good shape. The only thing I did to it was this top lip up here. I think it was up to here somewhere. I don't even remember now. It's been a while. I ended up painting that top portion there. That's all that was painted on it, and you can tell it blended well. And I'm not looking for a show truck, so it's not perfect. It's actually even dirty already. But the bed itself, the whole bed was painted. I painted the whole bed. I did not want to do it, but the amount of little dings and scratches and stuff that were in it, I ended up painting the whole bed. I did buy new taillights for it too, so there's new taillights in the rear. Them taillights for these are stupid cheap. You can get them for $20 some off of Rock Auto or Amazon or almost any place out there. So while I was there doing all this, it may be hard to see in there because of the way the light is, but I undercoated the whole bottom of this frame here, and I used fluid film since I had laying it around. I ended up dyeing it to black to get it to look decent, because I had the clear version, or the, you know, the oily version, whatever that looks like. It's kind of like a tannish kind of color. I've recently heard there's other stuff out there on the market that's pushing fluid film out, it kind of seems, so I might consider trying that. I think it's a PV Blaster brand I've been hearing a lot of stuff about, but anyway, I used that. Okay, so here's the rocker on the passenger side. It was replaced from here all the way up to about halfway up the door up there, and you can tell it turned out nice. Like I said, I'm not looking for a show truck, but it did turn out pretty decent. So here's the driver's side, and you can see the same thing. You know, the side of the bed, it don't look perfect, but it's pretty daggone nice. It did well. I also painted the inside of the bed mainly because whenever I replaced one of the frame or the bed rails in here, and I had spots and they burnt through the paint and stuff, so I just kind of cleaned that all up, and there were some small little spots that I fixed up in here to kind of make it look decent. It's not the same black as the outside. I had it was a Toyota black from something else that was in the garage, and I said I'm not worried about it and mixed it up and threw it on, and it looks all right. So here's the door that I did. You can tell the rear door is a little bit shinier than the front, and I painted it up to, I think it's right in here, but I cut this whole bottom off and replaced that, and then there's the rocker and the cab corner that was done, and you know, the paint blended real well. If I would buff the rest of the truck, honestly, it would all look pretty decent, but I didn't do it. The hood needs done on it. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. So the hood, you can tell, you know, it's got rot up through here, and all the clear coat came off the hood for some reason. I'm not sure why, but anyway, that is the Colorado that was done. All right, so here is the crick. So you can see this is where I started the pipe now, and I plan on going up this way more with other pipe after, you know, I get little pieces here and there. But if you look all the way out across there, that's what I did. I mean, it was a lot of pipe here we put in. And the other point that I wanted to make is, you see this telephone pole that's right in front of us? Well, that telephone pole was actually right here. It was right in this area here. So I had to have the power company come out, and they moved the pole and actually just put a new pole in for me, and that was a battle in itself. That took me months to get that all done. But I do have some pictures of that as well. So you can see, looking up, that's all fresh dirt that was there, and then the pipe went underneath the driveway here, and then it went to plastic down here into this where this riprap is. So I didn't bother messing with that, but it is replaced basically from right here where I'm standing all the way up through there, and that was a lot of work in itself. All right, guys, so this video is kind of to show you that my new toy slash tool for the homestead here and the property and stuff, and to kind of give you an update what was going on. You know, it's been, I don't even know how many months it's been since I've uploaded a video. It's just because everything has been crazy busy, and I have to get everything done rather quick. So, you know, it takes time to set up the camera, it takes time to edit all the videos, and it takes time to get everything prepared to do it all. And you know, the stuff that I had to get done, they kind of had to get done now. The pipe in the driveway, the reason why I had to get it done pretty quick is I have tenants that live up on the house up on top of the hill there. Well, they need access to get to and from, you know. So that had to be done rather quick. So as much as I wanted to clamp a GoPro on the Kubota here and just go to town digging, I just didn't have the time. And then I had other people helping me, you know, and I didn't want them to feel uncomfortable with being on camera and stuff. I don't know if they would or not. I'd just rather not. And then, you know, the pool, I was running out of time, you know, and for me to do all that, I took everything and prepped that myself. And then I had to have like 4 people come over and help me install that liner. And I'm glad I did, because I was going to try to do it with just 2 people, and there would have been no way. I mean, yeah, we could have done it, but it would have took us a lot longer. I actually, what was interesting about that is I pumped all the water out of the pool into the creek. It's beside the house here. Then I dammed up the creek and then pumped the water from the creek back into the pool, and that water has been crystal clear, knock on wood, all season. I have not done anything to the pool all season. I'm having a little bit of problems with chlorine right now, but it is a saltwater pool. So once I put the salt water in, I put a bunch of shock in it at the beginning, you know, because of the creek water. Then after that, I haven't done really anything to the pool at all. So it's been great. The liner looks great. There was a couple creases that I was able to get out afterwards, which I was happy with. And you guys saw the pool, or the truck. That was a lot of work. I mean, that was so much work. It was more work than really I wanted to get into. I didn't think I had to get into it that much. But as I got into it, I'm like, oh, well, now I need to fix this, or now, crap, now I have to do this, or, you know, it just spiraled. And it was so hot during the summer this year, it was hard for me to get all the cameras out. My phone was overheating. I took a lot of pictures, and like I said, so anyway, not to go on a rant there, but all I wanted to say is, you know, thanks for subscribing to the videos if you have, and please like and subscribe if you can. And I plan to try to get a lot more videos up now that everything's kind of slowing down. The downfall is it's getting to be firewood season, but that's okay. I might even show some of that. I got to build, or want to build, like a firewood storage shed over there, and then also the path up to the cabin, which that's another thing you guys don't know about. That was a couple years ago. I never got videos of that uploaded yet, but the path up there is getting bad, so I'm going to start working on that here soon, and hopefully I can get some video for you on that. And then there's a couple other projects in the garage. So all I can say is thanks for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you can, and until next time, guys, take care.